The conference is now being recorded.
Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to the Punjab National Bank Q1 FY'23 earnings conference call hosted by Batliwala and Karani Securities India Private Limited. As a reminder to all participant lines will be in the listen-only mode, and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during the conference call, please signal an operator by pressing star then 0 on your touch-tone phone. Please note that this conference is being recorded. Participants in this conference call is by invitation only. Punjab National Bank reserves the right to block access to any person to whom an invitation is not sent. Unauthorized dissemination of the content or the proceedings of the call is strictly prohibited, and prior explicit permission and written approval of Punjab National Bank is imperative. Please note that this call is only for investors and analysts. I now hand the conference over to Mr. Suraj Das from Batliwala and Karani Securities India Private Limited. Thank you, and over to you, sir.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining the call. On behalf of Batliwala and Karani Securities, we welcome you to Punjab National Bank's 1Q FY'23 post-results conference call. We have with us today the management team of Punjab National Bank, represented by Mr. Atul Goyal, MD and CEO, sir, Mr. Sanjay Kumar, Executive Director, Mr. Bijay Dubey, Executive Director, and Mr. Kalyan Kumar, Executive Director, and other senior officials of the bank. I would now request MD and CEO, sir, to start the call with his opening remarks on 1Q FY'23 post-results, after which we will start the Q&A session. Thank you, and over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, Suraj. Good evening to everybody. I welcome all the analysts to this conference call. I am happy to present the quarterly result of the Punjab National Bank for the quarter ended June 2022. As far as business of the bank is concerned, global gross business increased by 6.21% on YOY basis to rupees 19,33,923 crore as the end of the June 2022, as against the 18,23,685 crore in June 2021. Global deposit grew by 3.56% on YOY basis to rupees 11,36,747 crore as at the end of June 2022, against the figure of 10,97,649 crore in June 2021. Global gross advance grew by 10.21%, healthy growth on the advances on YOY basis to rupees 8,177 crore as at the end of the June 2022, as against the 7,26,036 crore in June 2021, and first time we have crossed the advance business of the 8 lakh crore. Domestic CASA share improved YOY by 119 BPS to 46.34% in June 2022 from 45.15 in June 2021. Saving deposit grew YOY by 6.61% to rupees 4,47,258 crore. Although, as I told you, global deposit grew by 3.56%, but saving bank grew by 6.61% YOY. Retail credit increased by 10.77% YOY and 4.82% on quarter-to-quarter basis to rupees 1,46,321 crore as the end of the June 22. In retail segment, core retail credit means without the including any IBPC or the pool if there, increased by 9.10% on YOY basis to rupees 1,21,349 crore. Housing loan increased by 5.25% on YOY basis to rupees 74,565 crore. Vehicle loan increased by 34.25% on YOY basis to rupees 13,446 crore. After the pandemic is over, so everybody prefer to travel their own vehicle. This is the reason there is a growth of 34.25% in the vehicle loan. Personal loan increased by 25.52% of YOY basis to rupees 12,938 crore. MSME advance increased YOY by 3.15% to 1,24,947 crore. Agriculture advance increased YOY by 3.78% to 1,33,237 crore. The QOQ growth on the agriculture advance was 7.20%. CD ratio improved by 425 bips on YOY basis to 70.39% in June 2022 from 66.14% in June 2021. As far as profitability of the bank is concerned, net profit for quarter 1 financial year 2023 was at rupees 308 crore and grew 52.48% on quarter to quarter basis. Quarter to quarter there is a growth, but if you compare from the last financial year June 21, there is a dip. Operating profit was at rupees 5,379 crore during Q1 of the financial year 23 and grew by 2.17% on the quarter to quarter basis. The reason of the if you compare the operating profit of the June 2022 from June 21, there is a dip because the last June 2021 this operating profit was 6,400 crore rupees. I will give the reason of the dip in the operating profit as compared to the June 2021 to June 2022 because on account of the increase in the interest rate in the GSEC, there was a decline in the treasury profit. Treasury profit in June 2021 was rupees 1,118 crore, which has reduced to in the quarter ending June 2022 to rupees 573 crore. It means there is a dip around 500 crore plus in the treasury profit. And second, another factor is MTM losses, because on account of the increase in the GSEC, which was around 6.18 in March 21, 6.84 in the March 22, increased to 7.45 in the June 2022 on account of increase in the interest rate and GSEC. 1,409 crore rupees was MTM loss, which we have booked in the June 2022. And not only this, in June 2021 quarter, there is a reversal of 301 crore rupees in the MTM. There in June 2021 quarter, there was a gain, and June 2020 quarter, there is a loss. So if you add both, so 1,700 is the total loss as compared to the June 21. So this is the major reason. If you add 1,700 plus 500, 2,200. If you will add this amount in the 5,379, so our operating profit will be much more what we have achieved in the June 2021. So total income of the bank for the quarter 1 financial year 23 was at rupees 21,294, grew by 0.94% on quarter to quarter basis. Operating profit of the bank for quarter 1 financial year 23 was at rupees 10,080 crore and grew by 3.34% on quarter to quarter basis. Total interest income of the bank for quarter 1 financial year 23 was at rupees 18,757 crore and grew by 0.60% on the quarter to quarter basis. Net interest income grew by 4.27% of YOY basis and also 3.27% on quarter to quarter basis in quarter 1 of the financial year 2023 to rupees 7,543 crore from the figure of 7,234 crore rupees in June 2021 quarter. Other income increased by 3.55% on quarter to quarter basis to rupees 2,537 crore in quarter 1 financial year 2023 from the rupees of 2,450 crore in quarter 4 financial year 2022 despite MTM loss of rupees 1,409 crore in quarter 1 financial year 2023. The trading profit for quarter 1 financial year 2023 increased by 47.23% to rupees 573 crore in quarter 1 of the financial year 23 from rupees 389 crore in the quarter 4 of the financial year 2022. However, YOY declined from rupees 1118 crore, which I just told you, in June 2021 quarter. Fee-based income increased by 25.68% YOY, 24.13% quarter-over-quarter to rupees 2055 crore in quarter 1 financial year 2023 from rupees 1635 crore in quarter 1 of the financial year 2022 and rupees 1532 crore rupees in the last quarter of the last financial year 2021-22. Total expenditure of the bank for the quarter 1 financial year 23 declined by 3.05% to rupees 15,915 crore. Similarly, the total interest paid registered a decline of 4.1% on YOY basis to rupees 11,214 crore in quarter 1 financial year 23 from rupees 11,694 crore rupees in quarter 1 financial year 22. As far as efficiency ratio of the bank is concerned, global NIM improved by 5 basis points to 2.79% in quarter 1 financial year 2023 from 2.74 in June 2021 and 3 basis point from 2.76% in the March 22. Global cost of deposit improved to 3.79% in the first quarter of the current financial year June 2022 from 4.08 in June 2021 and 3.90 in the March 2022 quarter. Yield in advances at 6.49% in the June 2022 quarter. Yield on investment at 6.36 in June 2022 quarter. Business per employee improved to 1,914 lakhs, 19 crore 14 lakhs in June 2022 from 1,854 crore in June 2021 quarter. Assets quality, there is an improvement in assets quality YOY as well as the last quarter also. Gross non-performing assets were at rupees 90,167 crore as on June 2022 as against 1,04,076 crore as on June 2021, declined by 13.36% on YOY basis and 2.46% on the quarter-over-quarter basis, because the number of the gross NPA was 92,448 crore rupees in March 2022. Similarly, the net non-performing assets, net NPA, were at rupees 31,744 crore rupees as on June 2022 as against 38,581 crore as on June 2021, declined by 17.2% YOY and 9.06% on the quarter-to-quarter basis. Net NPA in March 2022 was 34,909 crore rupees. GNPA ratio improved by 306 basis points to 11.27% in June 22 from 14.33% in the June 21. There was an improvement of by 51 basis points from the 11.78% in the March 2022. Similarly, the net NPA ratio improved by 156 basis points to 4.28% in June 2022 as against 5.84 in the June 2021 and 50 basis point improved from the March 2020 quarter, which was 4.80% in March 2022. PCR including TWA improved by 270 basis point to 83.04% in June 2022 from 80.26 in June 2021, and further there was an improvement by 144 basis point from 81.6% in March 2022. Slippage ratio declined by 192 basis to 3.75% in June 2022 from 5.67% in June 2021, and there was an improvement of 272 basis points from 6.47 in March 2022. As against the original restructuring amount in OTR 1, 17,952 account with rupees 6,253 crore. OTR 2, 22,14,530 account with rupees of 12,640 crore. The present position is rupees 3,086 crore in the resolution 1 and 10,083 crore rupees in OTR 2. SMA account above rupees 5 crore has reduced from rupees 12,524 crore rupees 1.77% of domestic advance in June 2021 to rupees 2,027 crore, which is coming around 0.26% of the domestic advance in June 2022. Capital adequacy, as far as capital adequacy is concerned, capital adequacy improved to 14.82% in June 2022 from 14.50 as on March 22, and Tier 1 capital is 12.1%. And CT1 was above at 10.94%, AT1 was 1.16%, and Tier 2 at 2.72% and June 22. As far as digitalization is concerned, internet banking service users increased to 347 lakhs as at June 2022, a growth of 32.44% YOY basis. Similarly, the mobile banking service user increased 38.24% YOY to 347 lakhs as at June 2022 from the figure of 251 lakhs in June 2021. UPI transaction increased by 106% to 74.97% as at June 22. So this is about the financial position of the bank. Treasury profit I have already told. Recovery in the return of account has also improved in the current quarter means the June 22 quarter in to rupees 1,246 crore rupees. This recovery in the return of account in the June 21 quarter was 837 crore, as also in the March 22 quarter it was 871 crore rupees. And as regard to family pension, total liability of the family pension was 394 crore rupees, and as per the RBI dispensation, it can be amortized in the 5 year. 5 year means 154.70 crore per quarter in a financial year. We have provided this family liability up to March 2022. 1,573 crore rupees. The balance was left 1,521 crore rupees as on 31st March 2022. I am happy to inform you the entire liability of the 1,521 crore rupees has been provided in the last quarter, means June 2022 quarter. As far as NCLT cases are concerned, as on date 561 account which is admitted in the NCLT for an amount of 66,845 crore, and there is another 61 account which have been referred to the NCLT for the amount of rupees 4,606 crore, but that is still to be admitted. So total number will be 622 crore, and total amount will be 71,451. As far as position of the RBI list 1 is concerned, the outstanding is list 1 is 3,802 crore, and the second list was 4,572 crore. Total makes a total of 8,982 crore rupees, and provision against this 99.1% for the list 1 and list 2, and for the entire bank NCLT cases mein total provision coverage ratio is 97.8%. As far as sector wise slippage is concerned, because slippage for the current quarter means the first quarter of the current financial year, it was 6,468 crore. But if you see the composition of this slippage, the sector wise slippage agreement it was 2,310, MSME 1,606 crore, retail mein 826 crore, and large and others was 525 and 624 crore respectively. And one of the account which was slipped in the figure of the 525 crore rupees, out of which 423 crore rupees which was slipped in the June 2022 fully has been recovered in the July 2022. So there is not a single account, there is not in my opinion there is not a account, big corporate account which we have to recognize in our books. Entire big account has already been recognized. Why I am telling this? If you see my SMA2 as on June 2022, it was 11,730 for total bank, out of which this number has reduced as on date 8,438 crore rupees, and SMA out of this amount more than 5 crore rupees is 1,618 crore rupees, and out of this more than 5 crore the maximum amount in single account is 162 crore rupees. So only there was, as I told in the last time also, there was some stress in the small account also, RAM sector also, and we have taken a lot of new initiative to improve the collection efficiency as well as the underwriting standard. On account of this, we have also reviewed our portfolio for the last 2 years, where we have sanctioned and whatever the slippage. The loan which have been sanctioned from the June 2020 to June 2022, outstanding amount is around 1 lakh crore. And out of this 1 lakh amount, only slippage is 0.59%. So this is the one of the comfort to the bank. Whatever the slippage in the RAM sector last 2 years that has been addressed on account of the better underwriting standard as well as the better collection efficiency also. One more thing I would like to tell you also, because this is the first time, I think, because in the last con call also I have told ki effort of the bank is we will increase the recovery effort and the recovery number will be much more than the addition. So I am happy to share to all of you, our fresh addition was 6,468 for the June 22 quarter, but total recovery means, because there are two type of recovery, some recovery in the NP account, some recovery in the recovery from the TWO, because recovery from the TWO is not coming in the part of the movement, it is coming directly to the operating profit and part is coming to the interest income also. The total recovery is 7,057 crore rupees as against the slippage of 6,468. If you see the slippage number in the March quarter, it was March 22 quarter 10,506 crore rupees, and June 2021 quarter it was 8,972. So slippage has also been reduced. As far as credit cost is concerned, credit cost was 2.45% in the March 2022 quarter, and on the same line 2.46 is the credit cost for the June 2022, and our guidance is we will try to reduce this credit cost but 2.25%. So this is from my side. I think I have covered most of the point. So whatever the question of the will be the from the analyst side also, I would like to answer all the questions. Thank you very much. Once again, I welcome all of you for attending this con call and giving your precious time. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We will now begin the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1 on the touchtone telephone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and 2. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. The first question is from the line of Ashok Ajmera from Ajcon Global. Please go ahead.
Good evening, Atulji and all the ED and top management.
Very good evening, Ajmera ji. Please go ahead, please. Yeah.
How are you, sir? Compliments on one major front, that is controlling the slippage and also comparatively a good recovery in the difficult circumstances and situations.
Thank you.
Sir, I got a couple of observations and a question. Sir, you said that additional family pension charged to P&L of 1,520 crore in this quarter only, June quarter. But our total employee cost still remains only 2,547.
Yeah.
So what is the factor by which the employee cost has gone down? Because if you reduce this 1,520, then the employee cost remains only 1,000 crore.
Yeah.
As against 2,158 crore of the last quarter.
Yeah.
So this is one question of mine which can be answered. My other observation is, sir, on the treasury, we are mainly concerned now for the future because you have got a very large treasury. I think total investment is more than 4 lakh crore. So going forward, I mean, you have justified the income, that why the income has gone down operating as compared to the corresponding this thing 5,379 now. Okay, we have accepted that explanation. But going forward, where do we stand? Because our modified duration is still little higher. I think it is 2.14. And our AFS book is also almost about 80,000 crore. So from the treasury, can I know what is our outlook on the treasury income coming forward or the losses, where do we stand? Because treasury income is only 1,251 crore as against the revaluation of the investment is 1,409. So net we are down only. So this is my two major observation and question. And once you answer, I have got a couple of more questions.
Yeah. Ajmera ji, your observation is okay. I will give you the answer of the first question. As I told you, the family pension, which was the remaining to be provided from the March 2022, 1,521 crore rupees, we have provided in the current quarter itself in the June 2020. But your specific query ki why there is a down, because down was this because on account of the reversal of the AS provision from the pension, from the gratuity, from the leave encashment, there was a reversal of 1,682 crore rupees. So against the 1,682 crore reversal, we have already provided 1,521 crore. This is the answer of your first question. Regarding your second question regarding the treasury, how it will behave, because Ajmera ji, you are also a chartered accountant, and you are saying ki duration 2.14. Normally GSEC is the 10-year GSEC we are seeing in the market. What is the 10-year GSEC? So normally if you see the portfolio of the entire banking industries, total duration considering the STM as well as the FS will be in the tune of the around 5 to 5.5%. But I think you should compliment to the bank to maintain the modified duration of the 2.14%. If I will make the duration less than 2.14%, it means for 1 year, it means I have to invest only treasury bill. If I will invest in the treasury bill, tomorrow you will make the question how you are managing the treasury by investing the treasury bill where the आपका return is very low. So I think 2.14 is the very appropriate duration. But further, our endeavor will be there to reduce further to 2. So as far as what is your, you have asked the plan, unless and until rate will not come down, I think there is no chance, no treasury can make the profit. But our treasury is very active. We are taking the position in the HFT as well as the AFS, and we are, if market is volatile, we are trying to make the profit out of that from the current investment. But as far as earlier investment which is already exist in the treasury, I am very transparent to you, it is very difficult to make the profit out of that particular stock.
Yeah, that's point well taken. Sir, I have got a couple of questions on the credit side. Our energy portfolio has gone up to 44,792 crore as against 41,000 in the last quarter. So what kind of this power sector or energy sector, this almost about 4,000 crore credit?
This is normally to the PSU like NTPC or their subsidiary like this. Yeah.
Good, sir. On the chemical, sir, there is a downside of 2,500 crore. I mean, the portfolio has come down to almost 8,000 crore from 10,500 crore. Yeah. So is there any repayment of some account or some slipping into NPA, or what is it about, sir?
No, it is the repayment only. If slippage will be there, so outstanding will remain in the books of the bank, because whatever we are giving, that is not only for the standard account, that will be the both sides. So it is a repayment only. Yeah.
Mr. Ashok, we may request that you return to the question queue for follow-up questions, as there are several participants waiting for their turn. Ladies and gentlemen, in order to ensure that the management is able to address questions from all participants in the conference, please limit your questions to 2 per participant. Should you have a follow-up question, once again, request you to join the queue. Next question is from the line of Dev from Horsepower Securities. Please go ahead.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Am I audible?
Yeah, very good afternoon. You are audible. Please go ahead.
Yes, sir. Sir, I have a query regarding the wholesale banking segment. It's still in loss, and how many quarters would it take to recover the losses? I mean, to turn into black, and what would be your comfortable provision coverage ratio at this point of juncture?
देखिए देव साहब, it is not a actual loss. It is a notional loss. Because we are making the provision against the corporate book also. This is the reason our PCR has improved from the 81% to 83%. Moment we will be in a position to make the recovery out of it, it will be automatically turned to the profit. It is not an actual loss, it is a notional loss, because it is coming under this segment on account of the higher provision made on the corporate book.
Hmm. And sir, what is the comfortable provision coverage ratio for you at this point of juncture?
83% is a very good for the management like us also. We will try to make the net NPA 0 100%, but 83% is a very appropriate.
But do you intend to take it to forward to 86% or something like
Why?
that? Or
Why not? Why not? Why not? Yeah.
Really? And sir, what is the the reason for this muted loan growth? Of loan growth is in this condition. Are you optimistic about the whole year that the loan growth will be 6 to 7% or something like that, or still you facing difficulty in that front?
No, Devji, it is not 7%. If you see the growth on the YOY on the my growth book, gross credit, it is 10.21%. And if you see further back of this 10.21% the total growth, and more than 10.77% in the retail. So there is a lot of traction in the market, because there is a demand from the NBFC side, there is a demand from the road sector also, infra, there is a demand from the civil supplies also, there is a demand in the project which is coming for the ethanol, because that is also as per the priority of the government, and the hospital are also on after this COVID-19. So there is a lot of demand. We are not 10% is a growth as on date, and still we will try 11% or 12% also. We are giving the guidance for the 10%. We will revise our guidance also, because there is a traction in the market. Demand is coming. We have reached to the pre-pandemic level.
For the full year, you are going by the figure 11%, right?
Yeah, 11%. Yeah.
Okay. And in this competitive scenario, how do you feeling about the business situation right now? When your peers like SBI is also present, they are going all cylinder firing. So how is the situation you are facing at your end?
Okay, healthy competition is always welcome. That is not a challenge. Healthy competition is always welcome. If you see my rate on the MSME financing, if you see my rate on the liability side or the asset side, we are at par with the market. We are providing the loan at a very competitive rate, which is in tune with the market. Similarly, on the liability side, if you see visit my website also, the rate of interest which we are giving on the deposit, it is also in line with the other bank which they are giving.
Thank you. Mr. Dev, we may request that you return to the question queue for follow-up questions, as there are several participants waiting for their turn. Ladies and gentlemen, in order to ensure that the management is able to address questions from all participants in the conference, please limit your questions to 2 per participant. Should you have any follow-up, please join the queue. Next question is from the line of Mahrukh Adjania from Edelweiss. Please go ahead.
Hello, sir. Good evening.
Good evening, Maru.
Hi. So I had a few questions. Have you transferred any securities from AFS to HTM?
Yeah. We have also on the first quarter of the current financial year, we have also shifted the security from the AFS to STM, as well as from the STM to AFS also.
And was there any transfer loss?
Yeah, there was a transfer loss also. Yeah, it is included in the 1,409 crore also, which I told you.
So what was the transfer loss?
It was around 275 crore.
Okay. And would you have sold any portion of HTM in this quarter?
As on date, I think we have not sold. Although limit is available for the 5%, I think we have not used this. We have not used this option abhi now.
Got it, sir. So, and my other question is that your restructuring under OTR2, it has risen over the disclosure in March, correct? Why would that be?
I may tell you, that is not a problem. There is no disclosure. If you see that was the outstanding. because that was the outstanding in the March. If you see my current position as on date also, this is 3,866 as on date. 6,253 was the total implemented sanction matlab, but outstanding was the 3,866. In March 2022 we have also given the outstanding.
Got it. Got it, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Next question is from the line of Bhavik Shah from Morgan Stanley. Please go ahead.
Hi, sir. So, good evening. Thanks for the opportunity. Sir, I wanted to understand what would be the outstanding total restructured amount for this quarter?
Restructure, acha, okay. The restructure, there is a two type of the restructuring. I will give you the data. This restructuring books, देखिए, in RBI resolution 1, we have done total restructuring of 6,253 crore rupees. There is a two type, personal, other exposure and the MSME. I am giving the total. Out of this 6,253 crore rupees, as on date, outstanding is 3,866 crore. Now come to the RBI resolution 2. RBI resolution 2 में implemented means sanction amount. Sanction was the or restructure amount was the 12,648. Include the individual borrower. It will include the small business as well as the MSME. Against the implementation amount of the 12,648 crore rupees, as on date, outstanding is 10,832 crore rupees.
Okay, sir, and any MSME restructuring?
MSME restructuring, I can give you the data also. MSME restructuring in the resolution was 856 crore rupees, against which outstanding as on date is 506 crore rupees. And in resolution 2, MSME restructured amount was 6,047 crore rupees, which is outstanding 4,783 crore rupees.
Sir, I meant MSME outstanding restructuring outside COVID restructuring.
Outside the COVID restructuring, I think that because some of the, because that was also allowed also, I think we don't have any other outstanding as on date also.
Okay, sir. And sir, what would be your LCR this quarter?
LCR? Your liquidity coverage ratio. It was around 150, because it keep on changing. It was in the range of the 150 to 160%. Yeah.
Okay. And sir, from the slippages of 6,500 odd crores,
Yeah.
sir, how much was it from the restructured book?
Restructured book, out of this, you are asking for the current quarter only or the out of the total restructuring? I can give you the for the total in resolution 2. As I told you, implemented was 6,601 crore rupees. So there was a slippage around 552 crore rupees. It is not only for this quarter, it is, I am giving the total figure. Similarly, in the MSME also, the total restructuring was 647 crore in the resolution 2, out of which 1,260 crore was the slipped.
And sir, in other segments?
Yeah.
Other segments?
Other segment, so I have already given. This is for the entire. This is not only for the MSME. I have told you the both. OTR 2, 6,601 crore rupees were the others, and where the 552 crore rupees was the NPA, and the MSME में 6,047 was the total restructuring and 1,264 was the NPA. This is OTR 2.
So, answer OTR 1.
Hello, can you repeat? Your question, please?
Slipping from OTR 1.
OTR 1, 5,396 crore rupees was the restructuring, out of which 2,037 was the NPA, and MSME में 856 crore rupees, where the NPA was around 351 crore.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next question is from the line of Jay Mundra. Please go ahead, sir.
Hi, sir. Can you tell us what is the PV01 of the treasury book?
30. 13 crore.
Sure. Secondly, sir, you have mentioned the OTR1 and OTR2
Yeah.
restructuring.
Yeah.
Is there any legacy CDR 525 etc. also there outstanding?
Nah, that has already been gone. Already, because CDR, I think as no case is pending. Whatever the CDR has failed, already translated to the NPA.
Any 525 etc. sir?
No. I don't think. As of yet, nothing is outstanding.
Understood. Secondly, sir, on your ECLGS, right?
Yeah.
So you have given decent disclosure there.
Yeah.
There is some 18,400 crore is the amount disbursed.
Yeah.
What is the outstanding or NPA there as of June?
Okay. The total sanction was 20,918 crore. Outstanding as on date is 13,749 crore, out of which NPA is 758 crore rupees, which is coming around 5.52%.
Okay, and what is this 18,000 crore then? I mean, the sanction is 20,000, outstanding is 13,000.
Yeah. And NPA is 758.
Right. Then this amount of 18,400, what is this amount?
This is disbursement amount. Disbursed.
Right. Sure. Okay. Secondly, sir, on your agri slippages this quarter, agri slippages, of course, have a seasonal pattern, but it looks like only PNB has shown higher agri slippages in this quarter. Any specific reason there, or any specific geography where these agri slippages are coming from?
No, there is not any special reason. I think we should expect the more recovery in the current quarter also. This I can reply you. If there is a high slippage, there is chances of the high recovery in the subsequent quarters. No specific reason, yeah.
And you also total SMA, including below 5 crore loans?
Yeah, 11,732 crore rupees is the total SMA2 as on June 2022, which has reduced to 8,438 as on date. Out of 8,438 crore rupees, SMA more than 5 crore is hardly 1,618 crore rupees, and out of which also maximum amount of a single account is 162 crore rupees.
Understood. And last thing, sir, on your, I think you had mentioned that there was a provision reversal on staff cost of some 1,600 crore.
Yeah.
Right? This is because of higher yields.
Yeah.
But is this, this, of course, there is a negative correlation when yields go up, but is this after statutory audit, or this is, your internal calculation?
No, it is not an internal calculation. It is a calculation taken by the actuary. Every quarter we are taking this calculation from the actuary, and every quarter we are booking, whether it is a reversal or the provision.
Okay. Because no other bank has done this thing, but anyway, okay. Great, sir.
Yeah, every bank, Mudra, every bank has done it. It can't be like this. Even in the March also, not only on this quarter, even March quarter also, there was a reversal.
Okay, understood, sir. Yeah, thanks.
Thank you. Next question is from the line of Mahrukh Ajania from Edelweiss. Please go ahead.
Sorry, I just wanted clarity on a previous question asked. So you said in OTR1, the slippage in restructured is 550, non-MSME restructured is 552 crore. That's slippage, or that is slippage, right?
Yeah.
Slippage of the total restructured book other than MSME, correct?
Yeah. I may recorrect you, madam. There is a one OTR1, there is a OTR2. The slippage in the OTR2, which you are referring, 552 crore rupees, the outstanding was 6,601 crore rupees. It was not 5,396. 5,396 crore rupees was the OTR1.
Okay. Right. But 552 is the slippage.
हाँ,
not
552 is the
total-
slippage out of 6,601 crore.
All right. And then in terms of MSME, the slippage was?
Slippage in MSME OTR 2, it was 1,264 crore rupees against the outstanding of 6,047 crore. But I may give one more thing to you also for the benefit to the all. We have already, because last call also I have told, there is a stress in the small account. Small account means the RAM sector. Corporate we have already recognized little bit stress in the RAM side. But I may tell you, in the last 2 years sanction, from the June 2020 to June 2022, we have reviewed our entire portfolio. Outstanding loan of around 1 lakh crore. The hardly slippage is 0.59%, because we have taken a lot of new initiative, underwriting, highly underwriting standard, as well as the collection efficiency and use of the digital and the technology available in the market as on date. So this is what slippage, whatever it's coming, it is the loan which have been sanctioned before 2 years back.
Got it, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. As there are no further questions, we have reached the end of question and answer session. I would now like to hand the conference over to the management for closing comments.
Thank you very much once again, and I am thankful to all the analysts who have attended this meeting, and the cooperation which you are giving always every quarter to quarter also. I may tell only one thing to you: bank was on the very right track. We have already, as I told you, we have already recognized all of our big corporate client also. There is a resolution is happening, and whatever the guidance for the current financial year, as on date our gross NPA 11.27%, we are giving the guidance, it will come in the single digit by the end of the current financial year, March 23. Similarly, my guidance to the all the analysts also, net NPA which is as on date 4.28%, it should be around 3.5%. Because every quarter by quarter there will be reduction, so we will be in a position to achieve 3.5%. And the PCR somebody has asked me, the 85% we are giving the guidelines for the bank was on the right track, and the healthy provision coverage also we have made. On operating profit, I can give you the guidelines for the operating profit. Operating profit should be, there is a increase around 10 to 15%. Yeah, whatever we have achieved in the last year. Thank you very much.
Thank you. On behalf of Batliwala and Karani Securities, that concludes this conference. Thank you for joining us. You may now disconnect your lines.
Thank you very much to all.